Chapter 2. On Monday morning, I knew what I had to do. I didn't want to do it, but I wanted those hockey tickets. I had to apologize to Carla. Then I started this debate in my head. Apologize? I'd rather die. Hockey tickets? Be a man, I told myself. Suck it up, I told myself. Step up to the plate, I told myself. Take one for the team, I told myself. So I waited in the schoolyard until I saw Carla come through the gate. She went over to her group of stupid friends. All the girls started talking. Then someone turned and she pointed at me. They all started laughing. Be a man, I told myself. Suck it up, I told myself. Oh, just get it over with, moron, I told myself. So I marched over to the girls. I was going to apologize. Really, I was. But I don't know how it happened. Just as I got close, I slipped on some ice. My legs went right out from under me. Then I started sliding. I slid along until I banged into Carla and knocked her down. Carla started crying. Then all the other girls started screaming, and our teacher, Mr. Chong, ran over and tried to scream above the screaming. In a few minutes I was in the principal's office. I tried to explain what had happened, but no one believed me. Mrs. Tooty called the school this morning. Sam, said Mr. Davidson. She says you've been stalking poor Carla. Stalking? You know what I mean, Sam, he went on. Following her home, bugging her all the time? I wasn't stalking anybody. I threw a snowball at her one day, and I didn't mean to slide into her. It was an accident, I told him. But nobody listened, and for punishment, I had to report to the gym after school. I had to help fix up the gym for the Valentine's Day dance. So at 3:30, I was in the gym with a bunch of morons. I was cutting out some stupid hearts and making stupid paper chains, and Carla was there, of course. She was up on a ladder hanging stuff. Then I got one of my more brilliant ideas. I decided to apologize to her in front of everyone. So I walked over toward her. But as I got near, this loser stuck his foot out. I tripped and crashed into the ladder. Carla flew through the air. She didn't land hard. She wasn't even crying. Still, there was a lot of yelling and screaming from the teachers. I got sent to the principal's office again. I tried to explain, but nobody listened. And when I got sent home, I tried to explain, but nobody listened. My parents yelled a bit, then sent me to my room. There was one person I hadn't explained things to, Simon. I know he's a jerk, but he was my best friend, and he saved my life a couple of times in the last couple of years. So I wrote him a note in our back code. In back code, all the words are written backwards, and the vowels get changed. A-E-I-O-U-Y becomes Y-U-O-I-E-A. Anyhow, the note looked like this. I gave Ellen $1 to take the note to Simon. She was back in a few minutes. Here's what Simon wrote. You owe me $1, said Ellen. Simon said he wasn't paying me to take this to you. Here's what the note said. Simon, I'm sorry. All accidents. I'll explain. Forget it, loser. Well, wasn't that great? So Simon really wasn't my friend anymore. Fine, who needed him? The next day was really bad. All the guys made fun of me. I had to eat lunch by myself in the classroom. I wasn't allowed out for recess, and I had a detention after school. I was walking home about 4 o'clock. No other kids were in sight. Then I turned the corner onto Park Street and saw Carla up ahead. I'd know that dopey pink hat anywhere. I don't know what came over me. I just thought I'd give it one more try. Carla, hey Carla, I yelled. She turned around, saw me, and started running. Hey, wait up, I'm sorry. She stopped, scooped up some snow, then threw a snowball at me. Then she kept running. A van pulled up beside her and honked. She waved to the driver and ran over to the van. Just before she hopped in, she thumbed her nose at me. Well, that was that. I was finished trying to be nice. I went home, ate dinner, and went up to my room. And about 9 o'clock the phone rang, and about 1 minute later my mom burst into my room. "Where's Carla?" she screamed. "What? Carla's missing. Where is she?" I shook my head. "How would I know? Ask Simon." And then there was a loud pounding at the door. My mom ran downstairs. Then she shouted up for me. The police were in our kitchen, and they were all looking at me. Uh-oh.